Bongo was no ordinary dog. Nope. He had one brown eye and one blue eye, and they looked in different directions. And his tail? It wagged with a mind of its own. Bongo lived in a small town which was quiet and peaceful, that is, until Bongo arrived. One sunny morning, Bongo bounced into town. He chased a butterfly, his mismatched eyes wide with excitement. His tail wagged furiously, hitting lampposts and flower pots. People stopped and stared, thinking, what a funny dog. Oblivious to the attention, Bongo continued his merry chase. He tripped over his own paws, rolled in the grass, and sprang back up. His infectious laughter echoed through the streets. Bongo had arrived, and the town would never be the same. Bongo loved to chase his tail. He'd spin in circles, tongue lolling out. Round and round he'd go, a furry blur of excitement. The townsfolk would gather, watching him with amusement. "Look at Bongo go," they'd chuckle. Children giggled and pointed. Even grumpy Mr. Jones cracked a smile. Bongo's tail chasing was legendary. One day, Bongo's chase took him through the town square. He zipped between legs, causing quite a stir. People dodged and weaved, laughing as Bongo continued his dizzying pursuit. It was impossible not to smile at his joyful abandon. Bongo had a peculiar habit. He loved hats. Not just any hats, mind you. He preferred hats perched precariously on his head. The bigger and more outrageous, the better. One day, Mrs. Peabody's hat went missing. It was a bright pink monstrosity with a giant feather. Where could it be? The answer, of course, was on Bongo's head. There he was, strutting down the street, the hat tilted at a jaunty angle. Mrs. Peabody, initially annoyed, couldn't help but chuckle. Bongo, the hat thief, had struck again. Bongo wasn't just a funny dog. He was a talented one, too. Well, sort of. Bongo fancied himself a juggler. He'd toss anything he could get his paws on, sticks, stones, even the occasional shoe. His act wasn't exactly polished. Things usually ended up in a heap on the ground. But you know, Bongo's enthusiasm was contagious. The townsfolk would cheer him on, their laughter echoing through the air. One memorable afternoon, Bongo decided to juggle oranges. It was a sticky, messy affair. But the sight of Bongo covered in orange juice was simply too funny for words. Bongo's antics had a profound effect on the town. Before Bongo, life was quite serious. People went about their days, rarely stopping to smile. But Bongo changed all that. His infectious laughter, his silly antics, and his pure joy for life were impossible to resist. Bongo reminded everyone of the simple pleasures in life. He taught them to laugh at themselves, to embrace the absurd. Bongo, the dog with mismatched eyes and a tail with a mind of its own, had become the heart and soul of the town. He was their very own furry comedian, spreading joy wherever he went. The town was a brighter place thanks to Bongo. People smiled more often. They stopped to chat with their neighbors. Children played in the streets, their laughter echoing Bongo's own. Bongo's presence was a constant reminder that life was too short to be serious all the time. He taught them the importance of laughter, the power of joy, and the beauty of embracing the unexpected. And so, Bongo, the town's laughing star, continued to spread his unique brand of happiness. He was a reminder that sometimes, all you needed was a silly dog with a big heart to bring a community together.